All right. How's it going, everybody? So today I did want to make a video on how to download the Hearthstone deck tracker. It's a pretty useful tool for the game Hearthstone. It allows you basically to have some overlays while you're playing the game to see upcoming cards that you have already drawn, as well as your opponent's cards that they've used, some that they maybe drew. It's overall very useful. I did notice that there's a few issues with downloading the client in general and being able to have it show your deck. So I'm going to use a couple of methods of downloading it, and then as well as importing your collection over to the application. That way you're able to use it as it is intended to be used. So the first thing you're going to want to do, as you can see on the screen, is go to hsreplay.net. You're going to go ahead and be greeted by the main page, which is this, as you see here. Right here, it tells you basically the live games that are playing right now, as well as the top decks, the builds and whatnot. What you're going to want to do is create an account. You're going to go ahead and input all your information. It's going to ask you to connect your Blizzard account. That way it allows you to basically assess or access the account onto the website and the application. You're going to go ahead and click download. And then depending on which computer type you're using, whether it's Windows or Mac, you're going to go ahead and download it. After that, you should get a download window somewhere around here. Go ahead and open it and download the application. It's basically that simple. Once you open it, as you can maybe see down here on my icons, you can go ahead and open the application. It's going to look something like this. However, it's going to look less saturated because you haven't transported your collection yet. So before we get into this part, once you do download all of your, you make your account, you download the application. If you go to, let's see, settings, you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that it is connected to your Blizzard account. As you can see here, it's connected to my Blizzard account. Feel free to send me a message. I won't respond probably. And then as far as the applications right here, it tells you that it has had access to your application. So just keep this in mind. Now, once this is done, if you go to my collection, right now it shows you my collection, but since you just started, if you go to my collection, it's gonna bring up a message that says follow this and that to add the collection. So you're gonna want to follow the steps one by one. Unfortunately, I can't show you here since I'm already connected. But of course, if you have any questions at any point, send me a message and I'll try to walk you through the steps. Again, this is just a general video. Unfortunately, I can't get too much into it, but now we're going to jump back into the app. Once you go to the app, you should be able to just go ahead and open Hearthstone, and it's going to import the game over to this application. If not, go to options. You're going to go to hsreplay.net, go to your account. So as you can see here, you have a few check marks that you have to basically get going, kind of like the website. This is how you're going to verify that you're basically ready to go. So I logged into my account on the application here, which then logs me into the website and vice versa. I have my collection uploading ready, my replay uploading ready, and I actually subscribed to the premium. I am not sure about this, but I just got premium a few hours ago, and none of the information was displaying. The only thing that you can do with non-premium accounts is to see your opponent's decks. So for example, you play against a very good deck and you like what they were using, you can go ahead and import it here and see their deck and their deck list. But with the premium, you're allowed to see your deck and a bunch of other stats that are very helpful. So that's optional. Of course, you can pay monthly, every 6 months. You get a discount as well if you do the biannually method. But anyways, that's pretty much it here. So with your collection, again, it should upload automatically, and you should have a button here that says to upload your client. So once you do all the steps that it prompts you to do, I have an image here. I was able to save this. You should get to this point where it says one more step to upload your collection, and then you should be able to just open Hearthstone through this application. I was actually having an issue where the application kept saying start Hearthstone and go to your collection to transfer the collection, but it wasn't doing that. And I had followed all the instructions and actually spent like an hour and a half going to the official deck tracker Discord asking for help, but nobody responded. I went through a bunch of YouTube videos, some really old videos like 6 years ago, nothing. Reddit as well, nothing was helping me until I opened the deck tracker as an administrator. To do that, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to right click on the icon of where you have the application. So let me go ahead and bring that up right here, and I'll show you real quick. So once you go ahead and search for the application, you're gonna see the application, and if you go to it without opening it, you should see an option for running it as an administrator. Now, if you happen not to see that, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Okay. All right, so I got this open here. What you're gonna want to do is find the application itself, shortcut, whatever, right click, and then you're gonna run as administrator, and you're gonna say yes, and then that's gonna go ahead and open it as an administrator, which will then go ahead and bypass basically everything and give you administrative privileges, and you'll be able to open Hearthstone through the app itself, the application here. Because if you don't run it as an administrator, you'll click the icon, and what happened to me was it wouldn't open it. So I had to go into my Blizzard application and open it from there. Now, once you do that, it should go ahead and allow you to open the game through the application. You're going to have the game here. Once you click on my collection, as soon as you do that, you're going to notice that this application now kind of imports all your data over. That way you're able to see your cards and whatnot. I just was able to do this myself. This is the latest deck that I used. I only played 2 matches. I won one and lost one. But now I'm able to see my cards. I'm able to see all the decks that I used. I have no stats because, again, I just was able to do it right now. And so now it's going to keep track of everything. It's going to be able to tell me, you know, kind of all my stats, like how often did this card help me, how often did it not. It tells you the mana that my deck is built on, kind of like using the actual game application. And now before I show you kind of like what that looks like when I'm playing, I do want to say that once you do have this going for you, just in case it happens to not import, like I mentioned, a quick fix that you can do is to go to your account, log out from here, and then log out from the actual website. So let me go back. You're going to sign out here and then close Hearthstone, log in through the app, and then this is going to jump you over to the web. You log in here as well. Once you do that, you can open Hearthstone and see if now it's tracking everything again. But that's basically the quickest fix. I also read that once an update is uploaded, it might take like a couple days for the application to update. That way it actually accurately updates what it's supposed to. Another thing that you can do, as I showed you before, you can also go ahead and revoke access to kind of fix the issue. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go to the website, revoke access, sign out from the application, and then sign out from the website. And then again, sign into the application, then the website, and open the game. Try to see if that works. And then that should basically be it. I don't think I read anything else. Again, a lot of these videos are based on my own experience and what helps me to fix things. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the settings that I have on the application. You can go ahead and copy it just to kind of get started. I won't go too much into detail, but I'll show you a match right now so you can see how the application works. This is what I have here. We go to general. You can pause it at any point too, and I'll have timestamps as well to skip around. We go to player. This is the stuff that's going to be showing due to my gameplay. Everything on auto, scaling to make it bigger or smaller. Instead of cards showing up, they can be removed, but I'd rather keep them and grayed out so you can still see, you know, what you used before and have all that checked. For the opponent, it's basically the same thing. I don't have anything for battlegrounds or mercenaries. This is all default. So that's that. I don't have any plugins. You can get plugins though. I just never downloaded them. That's at your discretion as well. So keep that in mind. You can change the color of the tracker. Mine's crimson with a dark theme. Settings. Okay, so this next portion, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like when you do play a match. You'll see all the overlays that you get with the application. I'll go ahead and tell you what I do know, and then if you know the other icons, then please let me know in the comment section for those of you that do have experience. I'm using this Demon Hunter deck, Shopper Demon Hunter. I haven't used it yet, so we'll see how it goes. So as you can see here, this tells you basically the percentage that you should keep it. These are all pretty low, so I'm changing that for sure. This one looks like it's okay. And then this is a win rate for if you keep it in your hand. I think I'm gonna keep it. So that's kind of where we're at. So as you can see here, this shows you your whole deck, how many you have. It doesn't, however, tell you whether it's in your hand or deck, unless you figure it out on your own. So for example, although it says two, one of them can be in your hand and one in your deck, right? It won't really tell you how it is. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. So what's neat about this, again, it shows you your whole deck and kind of how many cards you have left. Once it's grayed out, it means that there's none of them in your hand or in the deck, so they're being played. Down here, it shows you how many cards you have in your hand and then how many are in your deck. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and do this. There's also a timer here that tells you how much seconds you have left before your turn is up. What I like about the overlay is that here it tells you how much damage you have on the board. Of course, that can change with card uses, so that's just pretty neat to kind of really calculate really fast, you know, what you can do. Yeah, let's do that. Should I go for damage or just kill it? Russian plus 1. No, I'll just kill it. So these icons up here tell you during what turn they received those cards. So these were in the starting hand, turn 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here you can also see their deck. So that's pretty cool. They have 8 in their hand, 21 in the deck. I'm not sure what this is. I don't remember what this is, but it's there for a reason. Okay. I think I'm gonna attack first. I don't know if I want to use that. No, just attack. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. So it's gonna be 1/1/1 lifesteal. Let's do that. Let's just do that too. And I forgot I attacked, so it was my mistake. I should have done this, but I kept it there because I was like, okay, I can always get down to 1 mana. See, it's important to pay attention. So again, as you can see, some of these are grayed out because they've been used. They're no longer in the hand. They're no longer in the deck, sorry, but they may be in the hand or in the field. And I think that's pretty much game, right? Let's do. I have 3 damage, 6 damage, 6 damage. And then let's do that. Wind Fury, okay. This costs 1. Whatever, that's fine. No, actually, let's keep it like that. See, I was about to use these to kill the other guy. And I almost forgot about the effect, so yeah. Doesn't matter how many overlays you may have, you need to practice and pay attention. That's funny, they're using a deck that I was using before. The spell damage druid, where you have spell damage +1 at least on the board to use other effects or draw cards. It's a pretty fun deck, but the win rate isn't that good, at least in my experience. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's gonna die next turn either way. I have 4 damage on the board for now. This is gonna do 3, so that's 7. I need 4 damage, literally. That's it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's 11 there already. It's 12. And then at the bottom here, you can share your replay. Your stats change up here. So since I haven't played with any of them, this changed right here. But I believe if you sign out of your app and back in, it might update it. I did notice that some players are having issues where it doesn't accurately reflect all the games they've played in the past. So just keep that in mind as well. I'm sure with the updates they'll change. But basically, that's pretty much it. On the left, you see all the cards they played and whatnot. I'm sure there's other plugins or settings that you can change to make it easier on you or to reflect at least some stuff that you do want in the game. But that's pretty much it. I know this video already pretty much went on pretty long. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions or any other solutions you may have or settings that we should input. Like I mentioned in other videos, if you're new here, I post basically whatever I want. It's not specific to, video games and whatnot. I had an issue before where I was like, I need to find my niche. But honestly, everything's my niche. It's whatever I want, and that's what I'm comfortable with. So yeah, I'll see you next time and have a good one.